first pinfall wins, not the first submission wins. It is whoever gets the most pinfalls or submissions within the 30-minute time limit.
And we know certainly the events that led up to this one. Chris, you were there, as was I, at Disturbing the Peace, when Ricky Reyes, shocking, embarrassing, humiliating Mike Kruel by defeating him not once but twice in a row in his very own Shooters Challenge.
That's right, Jerry. Mike Kruel looking to bring in some new names to join his quote-unquote Shooters Club. And the criteria is that you have to beat Mike Kruel in a technical wrestling match. Ricky Reyes did it on 2 occasions. The third time, Mike Kruel using a little chicanery, so to say, to pick up the pinfall victory. And now these two men meeting in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Well, if Reyes is able to do that again, he will win the match 2-1. I don't see him getting 2 falls over Mike Kruel in this situation, not tonight.
Mike Kruel certainly defending his pride here, maybe trying to get a little bit of revenge on Reyes, but after all, it was Kruel who sent out that challenge voluntarily at Disturbing the Peace, suplex, and then dropping in midsection first. These two, both masters of that shoot fight style, but certainly they are not restricted to that in this one.
This is such a smart move by Mike Kruel, because what it's setting up for later on, he can pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 falls in about a minute or so.
Ricky Reyes double tough, though. I don't know if Mike Kruel could get him in 2 or 3 falls this entire match. Ricky Reyes has proven to us that he can hang with the best of them, and I expect him to do just that here tonight.
And speaking of hang, Reyes hanging up there for upwards of 15 seconds with that vertical suplex. Only a 2 count. Kruel looking for a victory fast. Very smart strategy. Get it while you can, whenever you can.
So you're saying that he should go for the fast victory and then just play defense throughout the rest of the night?
I think maybe his strategy is to rack him up. If he, as you actually said before, Cradle, if he can get 2 or 3 quick victories in a row, then he could ride those out and be very, very hard to beat down the stretch.
He's going for 1 right now and only a 2 count.
And like you said, Chris, Reyes double tough. The Havana Pitbull, certainly a product of the New Japan Wrestling Dojo. And he's a guy who certainly can stand up to Mike Kruel, as we've seen in the past.
I mean, Strauss, at Disturbing the Peace during the pre-show festivities, Ricky Reyes came out and challenged Mike Kruel to 2 shoot matches. Well, he didn't expect to challenge him to 2 shoot matches, but after Mike Kruel lost in under a minute, 2 count right there, after Mike Kruel lost in under a minute, Mike Kruel wanted to gain a measure of revenge, so he challenged him again, and again he tapped out to Ricky Reyes. Will we see that tonight?
That was an incredible backbreaker by Mike Kruel. Almost got the win there, and now shoulder tackle into the corner.
And Shooters Challenge, no Shooters Challenge. We know this is playing to the strengths of Mike Kruel. Isolate a part of the body, work it over, work on it, make him feel the pain, and certainly Kruel may be looking for submissions here tonight as opposed to pinfalls. Yet just a straight blatant choke right now, though.
I wouldn't doubt it. A submission is a fall, so we might as well go after it.
For once, Cradle is right. Any way you can get the decision in your favor, it's a bonus.
For once, I am always correct. Remember that there. What's your name again?
Back suplex by the Shooter. You guys can introduce yourselves to each other later on.
I need no introduction, thank you.
Then maybe dinner and a movie.
Yeah, what?
Only a 2 count by Kruel.
You bought Brokeback Mountain on DVD, didn't you? I knew it.
Why do you have to expose him like that, Cradle?
Well,
It's still not nearly as gay as Fantastic Four.
no.
Back to the action here. It appears as though Mike Kruel working the waistlock from behind, using some of his shooter tactics on Ricky Reyes.
And this is a smart move right here, a wear-down move. But like I said, a move like this, he could get 2, maybe even 3 falls after this.
Reyes fighting to his feet, trying to look for an opening, and a jawbreaker may have done the trick. He needs to follow up. There's those side kicks, the martial arts abilities to the chest. Again, trying to take down the bigger Shooter.
Right, I was right in the throat.
Gonna whip him off now to turnbuckles. Kruel reverses.
And the velocity he just sent in right into those turnbuckles. How hard did he go in?
Ring shift.
Mike Kruel is a second-generation superstar, a former member of the Youngbloods, a former member of the Difference as well, but for the first time in his career, he's in charge. He's standing on his own, and he's trying to show the world that he is a dominant force, especially in this shoot fighting style. Straight up abdominal stretch, sent the ring, again working on the back on the rib cage area, and maybe, just maybe, the shooter can get a submission here.
If I'm Reyes, I think I will submit. If the smart thing in this match might be to submit to get out of that hole, and you still have at least, what, 24, 25 minutes to go? At least he can break the hold and get out of it.
But it does play on the nerves. If you're the first guy to get pinfalled on or submitted, you know, that could play on your nerves throughout the match. You could have a mental disability, so to say.
As opposed to a verbal one.
Cradle suplex perhaps with a twist. Reyes dropping shooter on his head. And only a 2.
Wow, he almost took out Mike Kruel with one move right there. Perhaps this early in going, could it be desperation from Reyes already?
I have to say, Cradle, I have to say, Strauss, the man who picks up this first decision, he can ride it through the rest of the way. As you were saying, he doesn't have to do another pinfall or another submission. All he has to do is ride it out for the rest of the match and avoid getting pinned or submitted himself.
How much time we got left in this thing?
I think we're still in the first 10 minutes of the match. We've got a long way to go, fans. I hope you've got your popcorn. I hope you've got your cold beverage, because this is going to be one exciting ride, and Kruel able to put the brakes on and right back to the abdominal stretch.
He went right back into it, and I said, Strauss, the smart thing to do, submit and get out of the move.
Kruel started working on the ribs early on, dropping Reyes across the top rope.
Look at him.
Now going to the abdominal stretch.
He is stretching him and stretching him, and he can't get out of this hole.
And he's stretching those tights too, which is not legal for him to be using them.
Did the referee see it?
He did not.
Then it's legal.
I feel we've had this conversation many times before, John.
I think we have, and you haven't gotten it yet. Oh, look at that slam right there. There's a cover. 2 and 3. He got him.
Mike picking this one up.
It was the work and then the payoff. You work the plan after planning the work, and Mike Kruel able to take advantage of all that punishment that he laid onto Reyes' back, and it worked for him. But can he continue? Can he roll on? It's only 1-0.
It's like I said, if he had submitted earlier on, he would be okay at this point in the match. Now he's rolling around, he's hurt, and guess what? The match continues. There is no break.
I expect Reyes to come out with a, no pun intended, pit bull mentality right now. He's got to get a fall somehow.
Reyes is against the ropes. If I'm Mike Kruel, I'm attacking him right now. There's no break in this. There's no timeout. There you go. Hit him again.
The ribs and kidney area of Ricky Reyes.
Dance with what brung you.
Kruel not showing the finesse he's capable of, just brutality right now, as he is really using all his size, all his power to just pound, using his knees, his arms, everything he's got.
Well, he used that abdominal stretch. You know, a good bear hug will work right about now, or a camel clutch. You can get a submission off of that.
A knee to the midsection works just as well.
And there you go, 10 down, 20 minutes to go. And guys, just think about the last time you were in a hard, long basketball game. Think about playing that hard basketball game 30 minutes straight with absolutely no breaks, and then add a whole lot of physical contact, and you have an idea of a fraction of the punishment these men are putting each other through in this 30-minute Ironman match.
Obviously, you played no sports. Who has a 30-minute basketball game with no breaks? What?
I don't watch that fake crap
The
anyway.
most unathletic person I've ever seen.
There you see, Mike Kruel has Ricky Reyes in some sort of submission maneuver right now. Can't tell from our vantage point. I believe he's working the body scissors.
Yes, he is. Very astute observation there, young man.
Chris, we know you're new, but the monitor's right there.
It sure is, man.
What are you talking about, a monitor?
Mine is in color, though. Maybe his is in black and white or something.
And don't forget to go to the top floor. There's a pool, but you need a pass. I'll sell you one after the show.
Boy, you've been hanging around me too much. Is that it? You didn't realize we got a 30-minute Iron Man match going on right here. Let's make me get back to the action.
Ricky Reyes somehow able to fight out. Gonna work the leg of Mike Kruel, and that may be a good idea. Take the wheels out from under him.
Although I'm always in the mood for a good joke.
Is that why you dress the way you do?
Are you kidding me?
Nice move by Reyes, using his weight to slingshot himself and consequently the leg of Kruel in a very bad direction.
Just like John Shane, man, it's all about style, my brother, style. Thank you very much.
Of course, it's, in the case of Shane, it's the style of 1958.
Hey. It's got style, which is more than what I can say for you. And your partner over there.
How about we call a wrestling match, Cradle? There you see both men rolling around on the mat, exchanging submission maneuvers. And Ricky Reyes back to work in the leg of Mike Kruel.
Reyes could not get the submission on Mike Kruel. He has not worn down Kruel enough to get a submission this early point. But he's trying.
A half Boston Crab locked in by Reyes. And we could be just seconds away from Kruel tapping out here. And you have to remember, these guys have to go 30 minutes no matter what. Kruel may be wise to save himself some of this punishment with a quick tap out here.
And he just went to the STF. Kruel's got to get to the ropes. Come on, Mike.
Mike Kruel inching his way to the ropes. Will he get there in time? And he does. Reyes has to break the hold now.
Mike Kruel obviously stronger of the two and able to get himself to the ropes and cause a break. Unlike Reyes, who should have submitted earlier and it cost him a fall.
Reyes looking for a plan B, pounding away on the wide back of the shooter. Knocks him towards the ropes.
Go for the leg.
Oh, and a side slam.
Mike Kruel's leg is hurting. Why is he going aerial? His hamstrings hurt and he went to the air.
It's a last-ditch attempt to try and gain the momentum, put it back in his favor, doing anything he can to somehow ground Ricky Reyes and go back to that abdominal area.
See, look at him. That hamstrings hurt. Reyes should have taken advantage of it. Now he's paying for it. Another shoulder tackle into the corner.
But you're right, Chris. Kruel sees maybe the Achilles heel now of Reyes. He's got to go back to that hot spot, and he's doing it. Reyes collides hard with the turnbuckles.
The back, the ribs, all of that shaking after that Irish whip into the buckle.
The cover, only a 2 count. Right there, if Ricky Reyes would have been pinned, I would have to say this match is pretty much over because 2 quick falls, 2-0 Mike Kruel. What could Ricky Reyes possibly do to come back?
Look at these two guys. They are sucking wind, they're hurting. Reyes look like injured ribs. Kruel still walking around lightly. There you go, he's shaking the leg.
And he's also thrown any semblance of skill, any semblance of finesse out the window. He's just doing anything he can to lay the smackdown, lay the pain, the hurt on Reyes.
Oh, and again, that velocity hard into the buckle.
This ring is going to wind up the next town over if these two guys keep Irish whipping one another into those turnbuckles.
Velocity, smackdown. Are we doing it because of the blue rope thing? I mean, what's going on?
Gut buster by Kruel. Again, affecting the ribs greatly, you have to believe. And Kruel, so slow now, even to get over for the cover. The hook of the leg and only a 2.
Same night, wrong show, Cradle. What's he gonna do with him here? Another Irish whip. Oh, and that time colliding with the ring post.
Wow, the ring post didn't give there. Smart move there by Mike Kruel. I don't know if he did that on purpose or by accident.
Ricky Reyes may have just cracked more than a few ribs. And again, no matter what, guys, we're only about halfway through this thing.
Just about.
He's got to deal with the pain until that 30-minute mark. This could go down as the worst night in Ricky Reyes' career.
And Mike Kruel getting a rest right now. That hamstring obviously bothering him, and he's slumped down in the corner.
Let's not forget, countouts are just as well in this match.
And there it is.
Mike Kruel earned himself it.
Two big falls there for Mike Kruel. This one is over, Strauss. And whatever your name is.
Well, that's just it, Sean. It's not over. It's not over until 30 minutes have expired. And until that time, there's an opportunity. There's a chance, but it's getting slimmer and slimmer. The door of opportunity is closing on Ricky Reyes.
Chris, Jerry, we're halfway through this match already. Mike Kruel has 2 falls to none lead over Ricky Reyes. You actually think Ricky Reyes can get 3 straight falls and come back from this? Absolutely not.
I've seen Ricky Reyes come back and overcome bigger obstacles than this in his career, believe it or not. I gotta say, there's still some hope in him.
He's got to overcome another count out. He's already up to 7. Of course, if he can get his hand past his gut a little faster, it might be up to 25 by now.
And he just made it in, and Mike Kruel can't believe it. He thought he was going to have a hat trick right there.
I can't believe it either. That should have been 3-0.
But it wasn't. It's only 2-0. Mike Kruel going back to the midsection, going back to that kidney area.
That's all right. Just keep doing that, Mike, and it's well in hand. Well in hand for the next 15 minutes.
There is a method to his madness, and he's displaying it right now.
20 minutes, 10 minutes to remain.
And there you go, 10 long minutes, 600 seconds still remain. Mike Kruel firmly in control with a 2-0 lead, but there's still plenty of time. And guys, don't forget, not only has Ricky Reyes overcome obstacles like this, he's overcome this obstacle. We remember how quickly he was able to take down Kruel twice in a row at disturbing the peace.
But Strauss, he was a fresh man when he did that. I'm not discrediting Ricky Reyes' toughness. I'm just saying there's a little hope, only a little hope.
You know, just when I was about to agree with you, now I have to disagree with you. There is absolutely no hope for Ricky Reyes to come back from this. 2-0, call it over.
And Kruel hooking up Reyes. If he hits what I believe he has in mind, back suplex.
Oh, he's got the pin. There it is. 2, 3. Wait a minute.
Oh, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Kruel is now up 3-0 on Ricky Reyes. 3-0.
Jim Molyneux waving off the call. I think Kruel got his shoulder up, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. Ricky Reyes got his shoulder off the pavement as Mike Kruel set down. The shoulder's now 2-1.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Mike Kruel wasn't paying attention, didn't get his shoulders up enough for the bridge, and he counted himself down.
Mike Kruel costing himself a pinfall right there. And there you see Ricky Reyes one step closer to overcoming the obstacle.
Kruel was caught napping, and it cost him, and all of a sudden, the lead is cut down to 1, but the shooter is still in firm control with about 9 minutes left.
Reyes didn't win that fall. Kruel lost it.
The fatigue has got to be setting in. I guess that's what you could attribute it to. Mike Kruel, never that sloppy in the ring, but when you're as bone tired as he is, the fatigue starts to wear on you.
All right, Kruel, you need another fall, man. 3-1, 3-1, come on.
Those kicks to the midsection and head. Ricky Reyes got him for a neck breaker right there.
Oh, vicious neck breaker there. He's going for the quick pin. Oh, 2 count only.
And this is for survival here. Reyes needs another victory. He needs another fall to tie things up, to have a shot. Vertical suplex. He can't follow up. Too much punishment on that back.
Reyes coming off the ropes now. Oh, there's a knee. Well placed.
He's got to make the cover right here. Only a 2 count.
This is where Kruel's got to go into defense mode. He's nursing a 2-1 lead right here.
Reyes is feeling it. His heart is feeling it. His mind is feeling it. But can his body allow him to do what he wants? Mike Kruel with that knee into the breadbasket may have turned things around, maybe for good.
Slight desperation there, but it doesn't matter. Kruel is in the driver's seat at this point.
Ricky Reyes needs to gather his bearings ASAP and get back on the offensive. He doesn't have much time left to garner not 1 but 2 pinfalls in order to win this match.
Look like a gun wrench. Yes, it is.
More punishment to that very same area. Kruel again, slow to make the cover, but here we go. And Reyes, so tough, man. I'm going to tell you something. Whether he wins, whether he loses, I think we all have new respect for Ricky Reyes here on Shockwave this week.
Actually, I don't.
How could you not respect a man who has given so much to NWA Cyberspace in the short time that he's been here? How can you not respect a man the caliber of Ricky Reyes, who right now is fighting back with a bad abdominal section, a bad kidney section?
I have more respect for the baddest man in cyberspace, Mike Kruel.
The baddest man in cyberspace feeling the kicks. Reyes will not stay down. He will not stop fighting. And the shooter going right to the eye.
Greatest move in the world right there. Thumb to the eye, baby.
The cheapest move in the world, Sean Cradle.
Feel like I taught him that myself. It make me want to come out of retirement.
Connect 4?
What? Okay, who played that loser game? Maybe Billy.
You probably played Connect 3. Couldn't get up to 4. Reverse atomic drop. Reyes with the knockdown, courtesy of that forearm.
I say I lost the pieces.
This event isn't sponsored by Hasbro, so let's get back to the action now.
Yeah, who is it sponsored by?
I believe some restaurant.
Okay. They serve chicken?
Swinging neck breaker. And again, Reyes going for that cradle. With the twist on his head, too. Ow! And Kruel just evading the score being tied up.
Reyes has to realize that's the second time he's gone for that move. He didn't get the job done before. These guys go something for more high impact at this point. Maybe something off the top rope.
I don't agree with you there, Cradle. Reyes' ribs hurting too much to go for aerial attack. I think he needs to keep this one on the ground and wear down Mike Kruel.
Yeah, but he's going to keep it a guy like Mike Kruel on the ground, where Kruel is the master of the ground game.
We've seen Ricky Reyes tangle with Kruel on the mat before, and the results haven't been good for Mike Kruel.
Right now,
at the last moment.
Right now, the results are looking pretty good. It's 2-1.
We're down to 120 seconds, and Kruel desperately trying to cinch this thing up, and Reyes still will not stay down. Shot to the opposite side, through the legs goes Reyes. Spin kick to the midsection. He's hooked, swinging neck breaker. Can he make the cover too? Kruel kicks out.
What is with you in the seconds?
Off of the rope, we'll talk about it in about 100 seconds. Taking down the shooter. Look at this, shoots the half. Oh, he gets him. What? Right, guys.
It's all knotted up, Sean Cradle. And with about a minute left, one of these two men has to make a pinfall or submission.
Wait, I think Kruel's shoulder was up or something there. That can't happen.
To the opposite side now, it's anyone's ball game. Side slam. No, Reyes counters.
No.
Reyes with the dragon sleeper. Body scissors. Center ring. Nowhere for the shooter to go.
Mike Kruel has got to what happened there?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Reyes is now up 3-2.
He got the submission on Kruel.
Come on, Mike.
It's the greatest comeback in Shockwave history. Reyes in the driver's seat as the seconds tick down.
How in the world did he get 2 falls in less than 60 seconds?
Heart, determination, and pure athleticism led him to 2 falls in under 2 minutes.
He had to cheat. There must be some ether in the ring or something.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
Come on, Mike.
Stretch.
There you go.
Kruel with the knockdown. Vertical press, only a 2.
Mike, pull it tight.
And he's going to do absolutely everything he can to hold that man down. Reyes kicks out again.
Mike, put your feet on the ropes.
Big back elbow, a third cover.
10, 9,
Oh, no.
Overhead, belly to belly.
Fast counter. Fast counter. No. Stop counting.
What a match. What a victory. night for Ricky Reyes. He proved something here this week on Shockwave. 30 minutes have come and gone, and Ricky Reyes here this week was the better man.
Does that mean he gains admission into the Shooters Club?
I have no idea if he even wants to be in the Shooters Club.
Mike Kruel did everything he possibly could in those last 60 seconds and could not get that third fall to tie it up.
What an Iron Man match for both men, and certainly what a victory for maybe a guy we can now call the Iron Man himself,
Aw.
Ricky Reyes.